So the build we are doing today is the Mega Forest Pokémon Center. And it's not quite to the scale I was hoping for this set. It's very much just only scaled to the Pokemon figures that they've had before. So no chance of us ever getting like a people-sized version of it. I mean, there is always a chance, but that means I'd have to buy another one, which I wouldn't be too excited about. The other downside to this set is there is only one new Chansey figure. We get yet another Pikachu, another Eevee, and Togepi's a re-release. So nothing too exciting on that front. That and the motion play feature that they have with this set and a few of the other ones around the same time look like they take up a lot of space in the set. So I'm a little worried that's going to diminish some of the aesthetic of how the set looks, because stuff like the Dragonite motion set with the big knob on its back, I just don't like. So hopefully that's a little bit more different and better hidden with a building build. So let's bring all of our sick Pokemon to the Forest Pokémon Center. And here we have the Mega Construct Pokemon Center set. And overall, it's an okay set. It looks fairly nice. The problem with it are kind of the same ongoing problems that Mega Construct sets have. Those problems being that you get one new Pokemon in a set with like 3 or 4 other ones that are just repeats. The Togepi is the same one that you'd get in the Ball set. Eevee and Pikachu, I mean, we've gotten so many Eevee and Pikachus at this point, but these are actually the exact same ones that you get in a just like a random assortment part set that I think was on the shelves at the exact same time. But it's like you don't need Pikachu or Eevee in every set. It's just redundant. I do like how they did the one new Pokemon in the set, Chansey. I mean, it captures Chansey pretty well, same shape. Chansey doesn't look like it can do much anyway, but in this ball form, it was well done. And then the other thing I've had to touch on before with all these glass pieces for the door and the window, they're just thrown in there with no protection with all the other pieces, so they're all scratched up like crazy. It's not too bad from a distance, but when you're looking right up at it, it's pretty noticeable. And I also was never a fan of the sets that had this motion feature, especially with this set. It seems pretty tacked on with the motion, and most of the time it barely even works. Chansey just pops loose because there's just one stud holding it on at the feet. If anything, it should have just been, this part with the ball dropper and the little spinner thingy. The Pokemon bouncing up and down is just kind of weird, and I can never seem to get Eevee to work right again. And it was just unnecessary. It just takes up a lot of space. You're supposed to be able to connect them to other ones and then they all move as one, but this is the only one I've got with the movement in that way, so I have no idea how it works with the other ones, but on its own, does not work pretty good. If I ever do like a big display where I incorporate this Pokemon Center in with like the Forest and the Ruins set, I'd probably figure out a way to take this mechanism off and just keep it with maybe this corner, if even that. It's just unnecessary. The set's not bad, the building's a decent shape, it's about the right size for what these figures are scaled. It's kind of like in a Pokemon only world without any humans. And there's like a little treat center over here and a little waiting couch over here. And then Chansey sits fine behind the counter. It's like I said, if the movement feature wasn't in this set, I'd probably like it a little bit more. And Mega Construct really needs to figure out a way to protect their glass pieces. Because I hate that these nice windows are as beat up as they were in the bags. But Mega Construct really doesn't have that much longer to worry about it with the Pokemon line, at least, because as you've probably seen in the news, that LEGO has taken control of that license and they'll be releasing sets next year. So I guess we'll see how those turn out. Still really hoping that Mega Construct gives us that Jumbo Squirtle. I will be very disappointed if we end up not getting it. Either way, that's this week's build video. Tune in for the next unboxing video. Leave a guess what you think it is in the comments below. Until then, stay safe, happy hunting.